they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Tigers are rolling down the field. Back to throw, it's Casey. Finds his man down the middle. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier set.
Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Bringing it back. The 40, at the 30. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will take the field for the first time. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball, to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking the safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because this safety is a different breed.
Wants to fire on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He gets a hand on it. And they got it. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, LSU. And he made the extra point without problem. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for room, it's Perkins. He's knocked down in the backfield, he'll lose a couple. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. Looking to throw on second down. He looks that one in nicely. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up in some... And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Georgia sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Back to throw, it's Casey. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
Looking to throw on second down. Got his man to the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bayou Bengals!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Perkins. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Fires downfield. Pulls it in. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Casey. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Bringing it back, it's Kennedy. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. At midfield, he's got room.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Got to make sure they're sound in protection. They had one blocked earlier. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Casey. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. The short hands, it's ball. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. Caught near the sticks. It's ball.
Great job by the QB and the wide receiver understanding what they had to do to get a first down. I don't care about the completion. I don't care about getting a certain amount of yards. I got to get that first down so I get another set of downs so we can keep this drive alive.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Floating away. Trying to escape and get it himself. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
And he intercepts it. Takes it the other way. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Line getting set on second down. They're trying to get to him. Safe completion on the screen. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Looking to go up top on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. To the air, it's Casey. He's got the back in the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. LSU right back to the line. Going up top on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Fires left. Complete downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Death Valley than you? A captivating game so far. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Flips it out in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. At the 40, there he goes. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
You have some success with the bootleg, and now you got the defense on their heels a little bit in this run game because they're not sure who's got the ball. Is it going to be the running back? Is the quarterback booting and keeping it himself? Can you play action and maybe throw it? Nice job mixing and matching the play calling here offensively.
Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Georgia! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Crosses the 40. At the 45 on his way. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. LSU lining up 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Casey. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back, you don't see it.
Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will give them the lead.
This offense is high-octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Georgia, 14.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Caught near the sideline, it's Wall. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. Still on his feet at the 45. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. LSU has a history of dominating up front, both in the trenches to stop the run and creating those negative plays with dudes like Arden Key.
And they're so physical, and you're right. Stop the run, stop the run. Then you got to find some guys like that on the outside that have that quick twitch that can get off the rock and get past those offensive tackles. A lot of complete defenses have resided in Baton Rouge.
Georgia sends out the punt team. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Wants to throw. It's Casey. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Going to try to get it himself. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
And he affects his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be looking to run. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. On first down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. And that one's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
This time on target. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm threat. Take your steps and get the ball out. It's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Coming after it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. To the air on first down. He's going to take off. Oh, it's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He makes the connection. Tackled immediately after the catch.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Makes the grab. It's Wall. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. Guys, LSU has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Never a doubt.